Dear colleagues, I'm glad to have another cup of tea with you. Today, I will share with you how to present grammar using guided discovery method. I will use materials from course book for the 7th grade, Unit 9, Lesson 9a, pages 130-131. While watching the demo lesson, please pay attention how I elicited the meaning and function of the grammatical structure. After the lesson, we'll get together again and discuss it with you. Let's go to the class with me. Hello everyone, how are you today? Hope you are all fine. Let's start our lesson. In our previous lesson, we read a text about Kyrgyz national sports game Kökbörü. And today we will play a will decide game and answer the questions about this game. You will work in two groups. I will spin the wheel and it will randomly choose the question that you answer. You will answer the questions one by one together within your group. Each group will be given 1 minute to discuss and give the answer. If one group cannot answer, the other group tries it. By the way, there is one category on the wall. You are lucky today. If you have this category, you are given the score without answering the question. If the question is repeated, spin again. The group which gives more correct answers is the winner. Can you choose the question? No. Can you discuss the question with your group? Yes, you can. If one group cannot answer the question, can the other group answer it? Yes. Do you get a score if you have your lucky category? Yes. What if the question is repeated? Of course, spin again. Which group will be the winner? The group with the most number of correct answers. Let's start the game. How many players can enter the game at a time? 4 players, and absolutely true. 1 score. Next question. What is the name of the gate in the game? You are right. Taykazan. 1 score. Next question. Hooray! You are lucky today. 1 score without answering the question. Can players have break? How long is it? And the answer is yes, it's 10 minutes. You are right. 1 score. You have the same number of scores in both groups, and the result is draw. And I see that you remember the information about Kökbörü. But do you remember the rules of the game? According to the rule of the game, so how many players can enter the game at a time? Right, 4 players. How to say the sentence? 4 players can enter the game at a time. Okay, so is it allowed if 4 players enter the game at a time? Yes. So, and what if 5 players enter the game at a time? Right, it breaks the rule of the game. It's not allowed. Okay, good. Now let's repeat the sentence. 4 players can enter the game at a time. Repeat, please. 4 players can enter the game at a time. Once more. 4 players can enter the game at a time. Okay. Let's write the sentence. 4 players can enter the game at a time. The formula is subject plus can plus infinitive, and we use can to say about something that is okay or allowed to do. The next question is it allowed for players to drink alcoholic drinks and swear? No, it isn't. So, how to say it about it? They can't drink alcoholic drinks and swear. Okay. Does it mean that players are allowed to drink alcoholic drinks and swear? No, they aren't. And what if they drink alcoholic drinks and play and swear? It breaks the rule of the game. It's not allowed. Okay, let's repeat the sentence. They can't drink alcoholic drinks and swear. Repeat, please. They can't drink alcoholic drinks and swear. Once more. They can't drink alcoholic drinks and swear. Right. Let's write the sentence. They can't use alcoholic drinks and swear. The formula is subject plus can't plus infinitive, and we use it to talk about things that are not okay to do or not allowed to do. Is it allowed to break the rules of the game? Can they break the rules of the game? Right. And how to answer? If I ask, can they break the rules of the game? Does it mean that I ask for permission to do it? Yes. Do I ask whether it's allowed or not allowed to do? Yes. Let's repeat together. Can they break the rules of the game? Repeat, please. Can they break the rules of the game? And once more. Can they break the rules of the game? And the answer? No, they can't. Repeat, please. No, they can't. Okay, let's write the sentence. Can they break the rules of the game? No, they can't. The formula can plus subject plus infinitive, and we use it to ask whether it's okay or not okay to do it. Is it permitted or not? We use can, can't to talk about something that is allowed or permitted to do. So it is about permission. And now let's talk about what is necessary for players to do. Is it necessary for players to wear head protection? Yes, it is. And how to say about it? They have to wear head protection. Right. So, if I say they have to wear head protection, does it mean that it's necessary for them to do? Yes, it is necessary. And what will happen if they don't wear head protection? They will be injured, right? And do they have choice to wear or not to wear head protection? No, they don't. Let's repeat the sentence. They have to wear head protection. Repeat, please. They have to wear head protection. They have to wear head protection. Okay, let's write the sentence. Players have to wear head protection. Formula is subject plus have to plus infinitive. And we use this structure to talk about something that is necessary to do, we have no choice to do or not to do. What about wearing heavy clothes? So, is it necessary? If I want to ask whether it's necessary or not necessary to wear heavy clothes, Do they have to wear heavy clothes? Right. And what is the answer? No, they don't. Okay, let's repeat the sentence. Do they have to wear heavy clothes? Do they have to wear heavy clothes? Once more. Do they have to wear heavy clothes? Right. And what is the answer? No, they don't. Once more. No, they don't. Now, let's write the sentence. Do they have to wear heavy clothes? No, they don't. Formula. Do, does, plus subject, plus have to, plus infinitive. And I use this structure to ask, is it necessary to do something or not? And lastly, if I want to say that something is not necessary to do, for example, it's not necessary to wear heavy clothes. They don't have to wear heavy clothes. Right. Okay. If I say they don't have to wear heavy clothes, does it mean that they have choice to wear or not to wear? Yes, they do. If they want to wear, they can wear. If not, they no need to wear. It's not very important. Okay, let's repeat the sentence. They don't have to wear heavy clothes. They don't have to wear heavy clothes. And once more, they don't have to wear heavy clothes. Good. Let's write the sentence. They don't have to wear heavy clothes. Formula: subject plus don't or doesn't have to plus infinitive. And we use this structure to talk about something that isn't necessary to do. We use don't have to or have to structure to talk about something that is necessary or not necessary to do. Now, copy the sentences to your notebooks. Now, match the sentences from A to D and the correct meaning from 1 to 4. For example, they can have a break between periods for 10 minutes. And the answer is, it means it's okay for them to. Number 3. What about the rest of the sentences? Let's look at the answers and check your ideas. Read the rules for the players. Complete the gaps with can, can't, have to, or don't have to. For example, you can't break the rules of the game. What about the rest of the sentences? Look at the sentences and check your answers. The first one, you can't break the rules of the game. Sentence 2, you have to respect the judgment of referees. Next one, you have to play fair. And you can bring your family or your friends to watch you play. Now, match the words and the pictures. For example, roll, picture 5. What about the rest of the verbs? Now, look at the pictures and check your answers. Roll, picture 5. Pass, picture 3. Kick, picture 1. Hold, picture 8. Hit, picture 4. Throw, picture 6. Catch, picture 7. And carry, picture 2. This is the end of our lesson. At home, please choose one Kyrgyz national sport and write 5-6 sentences about this game, the rules of this game. And the next lesson, we will try to guess which sport you wrote about. That's it for today. See you next time. Bye! Now, let's discuss our mini lesson. Hello, Nelly.
Hello, Epiri.
And Nelly, do you remember how I started my lesson?
Yes, you played with them the Will Decide game. They answered questions about Cockburrow.
Exactly. I used this game to make sure that students remember the information about the text and Cockburrow game. Later, I used this information to build up a context for a grammar presentation.
You presented can, can't for permission and have to, don't have to for obligation.
Right. And the text that students read at the last lesson helped me to elicit the meaning and the function of the grammatical structure. We talked about what is allowed for players to do, what is not allowed, what is necessary and what is not necessary to do.
I see. You also always asked students and only then gave the answers. Why?
You know, teachers should always try to elicit the information from students because they already have some background knowledge and they can help teachers to build up a context. So how and when grammar is used. Teachers are like guides who lead them by asking questions, and it allows students to work more independently. That's why this method is called guided discovery method. So students discover being guided and helped by teachers. Then I asked comprehension check questions to make sure that all students know when the grammar is used.
Okay, very interesting. And I noticed that you also asked them to repeat the sentences several times.
Right. So I asked them to repeat the sentences several times so students can pronounce them correctly.
So you elicit the sentences, the formula, how and when grammar is used, and write on the board because you want to guide them and allow them to discover.
Yes, exactly. Teacher's role is to guide students at every stage of the lesson. So when the presentation is over, students should copy sentences in their copybooks. So coming back home from school, they have their notes to refer to while doing their homework.
So students also had some exercises to practice.
They did. So students used can, can't, have to, and don't have to in the sentences, and this helped them to practice grammar. So you can see that today I wanted to present grammar using guided discovery method. I hope that you enjoyed both the lesson and the discussion, and you will use this method in your class. Thank you, Nelly.
Thank you, Epiri.
See you next time.
Goodbye.
Welcome to Lingua Tea Class!